Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. We are going to discuss today about small talks. Small talks are very important whenever we are getting introduced to a new person or whenever we are going for a party or any social gathering. Many times my students have complained to me that we don't know what to talk, how to stretch the conversation. Okay, so through today's lesson, I can share some of my ways, some of my tips which you can easily implement whenever you are going for any social gathering, any meetings or any parties, or when you are talking informally with a person with whom you are not associated personally. Okay, so this lesson, if you listen very carefully, you can understand that how you can stretch the conversation with a person with whom you are meeting for the first time. Okay, and how to start the conversation, how to stretch the conversation with that person so that you can end up talking very meaningfully. At the same time, you can have a very healthy, and you can develop, I would rather say, you can develop a very healthy and a strong relationship with that person, and also can emerge as a great communicator. Okay, so let's start this small talk and let's learn how to stretch the conversation, how to carry forward the conversation whenever we are in a formal scenario and meeting with a person for the first time. Now, generally, when we meet with a person for the first time, we ask a very obvious question, that how are you? Okay. So in response to that question, the person says, I am fine, thank you. How about you? And accordingly, you also reply that I am also fine, thank you so much, I am good, I am doing fine, thank you so much. Now, after this, many people have told me that we don't know what to say next. How to stretch the conversation, how to take the conversation to the next level, what to talk after this. Now, another obvious question you can ask that person if you are meeting him or her for the first time: what do you do? What do you do means what is your occupation? Okay, generally we don't ask what is your occupation. I'm so sorry. Generally we don't ask the person what is your occupation, it is very abrupt. So we generally ask the person, what do you do? So in response to that, the person can again say that I'm a teacher. If that person is a teacher, is associated with a school or any college, or is into teaching profession, they can say that I am a teacher, I'm teaching in a school, or I'm teaching in a college. I'm a doctor, I am a lawyer, I'm working in an MNC company, in an MNC, or I'm a sales professional. They can introduce, okay, accordingly as per their profession. Now these days we have certain new professions which are equally good, like some people are YouTuber. Okay, they make videos for the YouTube, so they can say that I am an YouTuber, I make videos on traveling, on food, or I'm a vlogger, or I'm a blogger. So these new career options can also be set as an introduction. Okay, sometimes after this, again, there is an awkward silence. We don't know how to proceed further. So this is the time when you can really start talking some meaningful and very pertinent small talks, which can really help you to carry forward or to stretch the conversation and go to the next level, where you can really start conversing with that person in a meaningful way. So there are three things, there are three tips I want to give you, I would like to give you, which you can use to stretch the conversation. The first tip would be to compliment the person. Okay, now the complimenting or appreciating the person should be genuine. Don't compliment or don't appreciate the person which is not genuine. Nobody likes false appreciation or compliments. Give them a genuine compliment, and compliment is very good because it really helps us to come out of certain kind of negativity or certain kind of restrictions that we have built around ourselves. Okay, and can it can help us to win the heart of a person in a very short period of time, and it can help you to again stretch the conversation. Okay, it gives you some kind of idea how to start the conversation with that person. So if you go to a party, let us imagine that you have gone to a social party and you have met a person and you have asked that person how you are and what do you do. The person has also replied and I've asked you that how you are and what do you do, and after this you really need to carry forward your conversation. You really need to stretch it because you want to interact with that person. So you can say that I must say that you look very nice in this color, in this dress or in this attire. It suits you a lot. Okay, so the person will say, oh, thank you so much. This will bring a very nice genuine smile on their face. Okay, so you can say, I must say that this attire or this dress or this color suits you a lot. In fact, now the moment the person says thank you so much, you can say that, yeah, in fact, I have seen this color. I think this color, this red color, this pink color, this blue color is in fashion, is in trend nowadays. I have seen this color many times. People are preferring these days to wear this color dresses, this color outfit most of the time. I think this is a complete and amazing color. Everyone looks good in this color, isn't it? What do you think? So the person will respond accordingly. They can say that, yes, I think so. This is a very nice color, very soothing color. It can be worn at the daytime and at the same time it can be worn at night. So this color is quite good. From there you can start on the conversation. Then you can say that I also like this color a lot. I have a lot of attires in my wardrobe of this color, and I think any person of or at any point of time this color can be worn. Now from there you can start talking about fashion. Okay, how fashion is changing, what kind of clothes people are preferring to wear these days, what kind of clothes are outdated, what kind of clothes are in fashion nowadays, and from there you can stretch the conversation. This is how you can make the conversation interesting. Now by chance, if you see that the person is not taking much interest, they are not showing much interest in talking about the fashion and the clothes and all, and just say that, okay, thank you so much for your compliment, that's all, and just not replying and just simply nodding their head. It's a signal, it's a sign that the person is not much interested in talking about fashion. Then you have to come up with some other thing, isn't it? Some kind of other clue so that the conversation can happen. You can really stretch the conversation. So you can say that today the weather is extremely hot, isn't it? Okay, during the daytime the temperature was really high and it was quite sunny and warm outside. I must say it is getting warmer and warmer or hotter and hotter day by day, isn't it? So the person will again reply, will say, yes, of course, it's getting very hot. In fact, it's unbearable. The heat is unbearable these days. We just can't live peacefully. Okay, during the daytime, during night, during evenings, every time there is a sweat on our body, and that humidity factor is also quite high. So I think I prefer winter more. Okay, so this is the clue that the person is taking active interest in talking about the weather condition, and you can carry forward the discussion with that. You can start talking about weather, how weather affects our well-being, our lifestyle, and how the weather condition is getting changed day by day. Maybe you traveled somewhere in the past to some other city or some other country. You can talk about the weather condition of that place and tell them that how you cope with that situation or how you managed yourself in that situation. Okay, and this is how you're going to stretch the conversation. Okay, this is one suggestion. Next is, suppose you are not getting an environment of complimenting a person, or you're not getting that much of scope, where you can ask the person about weather, or you can give your opinion. Maybe there are other people around you, but you really want to start the conversation, you really want to stretch the conversation after asking how is he and what does he do. So you can simply ask the person that, would you like to have some tea or some coffee? If you see around in the party that what is being served, any drinks, juice, or any kind of food item, you can just give a look, around you and see what food is available, and then you can ask the person. If the person is empty handed, standing empty handed, not carrying anything, then you can offer that person very politely. Don't say that, do you want to have tea, like that. It's very impolite. You should not ask in that way. Rather, you should say, would you like to have some tea, or would you like to have some coffee? Would you mind if I bring some juice for you, some soft drink or some juice for you? The person, in reply to that, the person can say, or if somebody asks you, you can say that, I would love to have a cup of tea, or I would love to have a glass of juice. It's very hot. I would love to have a glass of juice. So you can say, yes, that's the time. Again, you can bring a little bit about the weather. You can say, yeah, it's very hot outside. Let me bring you a cold drink, or maybe a glass of juice. Okay, and you can bring, and when you bring the juice or the drinks for that person, and then you can say that, I hope you like it, it's very hot outside, it would be very refreshing for you. Okay, or if it's very cold, you can say, it's quite cold outside, this hot cup of tea or hot cup of coffee is going to keep you warm from inside. And then you can start talking about the weather condition depending on the situation. Okay, now suppose somebody asks you, gives you this kind of offer, and you really don't want to have anything at that point of time. You can say that, I would love to have that, but after some time or a little bit later. Okay, by chance, if you see that the person is already carrying a glass of juice or a cup of coffee or any kind of drinks he's carrying, but the glass is almost empty, so you can offer that person again very politely, would you mind if I bring you another glass of juice or another cup of coffee, or would you like to have another cup of coffee, please? Would you like to eat something? Would you like to have some eatables? Whichever food is being served at that point of time, you can say, would you like to have something to eat with this cup of coffee or with this glass of juice? The person can say, yes, of course, I would love to. Then you can help him or her with the food. If that person doesn't want to, he would say that, no, thank you so much, I'm fine, or maybe after some time. So in this way, you can really start the conversation, and not only start the conversation, you can stretch the conversation further. Okay, and these kind of stretching the conversation are called small talks. These small talks will give you some kind of clue, some kind of signal through which you can start doing a very meaningful and a pertinent conversation with a person in any social gathering, or with a person with whom you are not very friendly, you don't know that person, but you really wish to get friendly with that person, you really want to have a good meaningful talk with that person, a very good conversation with that person. These are small gestures, these small talks can help you to can help you to have an elaborate and detailed conversation with that person. Okay, I hope you find this video quite meaningful. If you like this video, do give me a thumbs up. It would be a very great motivation for me. In case you didn't like this video, do give me a thumbs down, and also write in the comment section that what you didn't like, so that I can improve myself and come up with something better next time. And do write to me as well that what are the things that you would like to learn from me in grammar, in vocabulary, in conversation practices, anything. I would make a quick video and share with all of you. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me. I hope I would meet you very soon again. Thank you.